Hi guys, my name is Marco Montano. This is gonna be my discrepancy event. I have for Miss Garrido, Monday and Wednesday at 8 a.m. So this one is gonna be pretty short and simple. I'm gonna be covering like density and kind of the how some liquids are heavier than others. So for the materials, I have this glass jar right here that I'm going to be pouring all the different substances into. And as far as the liquids, I have some water that I use some blue food coloring so that we can distinguish it. Some cooking oil, as well as some pancake syrup. So if we get our container that we're going to be filling up, normally you want to start off with the heavier liquids. So personally, I think the order that it should be put in is the syrup, followed by the cooking oil, and then the water, because I feel like the water is least dense than the other liquids. So let's see if I'm correct on that. So we open it up, we can start pouring in a good portion of the syrup, make it visible for you guys. It's a pretty visible amount. I'll be sure to bring it a little closer at the end to see if I was correct. I said I was gonna follow it up by the water, which is blue, so I can distinguish it. So let's begin to pour that one. Okay, it's a pretty decent amount of water. Maybe a little bit more. And then we're gonna follow it up with the cooking oil. Okay. So now that we have all three liquids in, if you can see right here, you can see that there's a separation of the liquids. So at the bottom we have the cooking syrup, followed by the water. You can see by the blue texture, the blue color, and then the cooking oil up top. So what this tells us is that the syrup is the most dense, followed by the water, and then followed by the cooking oil. So originally I thought that the water was going to be less dense, but turns out that the cooking oil is actually less dense, which is pretty interesting. And I mean, let me see if it'll work, but if I was to like shake it up a little, it mixes for a little bit, but you can see that it returns back to its original place for the most part. You can still see that you have the syrup at the bottom, the blue for the water, and then the cooking oil up top. So the teak that I used for this one was 5th grade matter and energy, so 5th grade 5.5a, which says classify matter based on measurable, testable, and observable physical properties, including mass, magnetism, physical state such as solid, liquid, and gas, relative density, sinking and floating using water as a reference point, solubility in water, and the ability to conduct and insulate thermal energy or electric energy. But in this one, we focused more on the aspect of density. So I hope you guys liked my descriptive event and found it useful.